In this video, we will be making sugar cookies.
For this recipe, you will need 2 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 cup unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup sugar, 1 large egg, and 2 teaspoons vanilla.
Whisk together your flour, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, add your butter and your sugar. Cream it together until it is light and fluffy. If you don't have an electric mixer, you can cream it with a wooden spoon or a fork. It just takes a little bit of extra time and muscle. Once your butter is nice and fluffy, beat in your egg and your vanilla. With your mixer on low, gradually add your flour mixture. And beat until combined. Once it's combined, form it into a dough ball. Should be able to squeeze it together quite easily and make a nice little hunk of dough. Once you have your dough ball, split it into 2 and take half of it and make it into a nice flat disc and wrap it really tightly with your plastic wrap. You're going to place this into the freezer to cool it quite quickly. It usually takes about 20 minutes to get it really nice and solid.
Repeat the process with the other ball of dough.
If you choose not to use all of your dough at once, you can put it into a resealable bag, place it in your freezer, and keep it there for 3 months. When you're going to use it, allow it to defrost in your fridge overnight. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Once your dough has cooled and gotten nice and firm, remove from the freezer and allow it to sit and rest for 5 to 10 minutes before you begin to work it. Once your dough has rested for about 5 to 10 minutes, place it in between 2 pieces of parchment paper. Now you're going to want to roll it out until it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. The dough is going to be quite firm. You're going to have to push pretty hard. Once you've rolled it out nice and thin, about 1/8 of an inch thick, remove the top layer of parchment, and then you can start cutting out with your cookie cutters. If you find that your cookie cutters are sticking at all, you can dip them in flour before you start to cut them out. Once all of your dough has been used up and cut out by the cookie cutters, remove the outer little bit and set it aside to re-roll out. And then using a spatula, transfer your cutout cookies onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Once all your cookies are off, gather up your dough scraps, roll it back into a ball, and repeat the process until you are out of dough. Place your cutout cookies into a preheated oven and allow them to cook until they are just golden brown. Make sure that you rotate them about halfway through. It should take anywhere from 12 to 18 minutes depending on the thickness and how big your cookie is. Once your sugar cookies are just browned on the outer edges, they are done. Take them out and allow them to cool on a wire rack completely before you decide to ice them or decorate them.
If you're interested, I have an icing video. It will be linked in the comments.
To decorate your cookies, there's 2 different methods you can use. Using the back of a spoon, you can put some icing onto one of your cookies and then just spread it around. Or you can pick up your cookie and do a little bit of a dip. Just place it in the very top little bit, swirl it around a tiny little bit, allow it to drip off, and then place it down. Once they have icing on them, you can add some sprinkles or any kind of decoration that you want onto them. Make sure to do it pretty quickly after icing them because the icing will harden within 20 minutes.
Enjoy your cookies.